Hi everyone, good evening. Good evening to all of you who's watching this session for Creative Nation Academy. I just want to check for our technical things before we officially start our session. I would like to welcome all of you who's been watching us throughout our journey for the past 2 years for what we're doing in Creative Nation Academy for our educators. And I would like to give some shout outs to those who are already on the live stream right now. I would highly appreciate if you could share this session with all of your friends who wants to learn about Adobe Express, and I want to give as much as possible value to what you're going to try to learn on this session. This is just a 1 hour session together with our friends with Creative Nation Academy, and this is not sponsored by Adobe in any in any way, shape, or form. Kindly do so. Check our trainings. I'm just going to share this to some groups that I really care about. Let's type this one before we officially start the session. Kamusta po ang inyong maghapon? Chill lang tayo dito, hindi tayo masyadong ano. I'm just going to share this to my groups. Kulang pala yung aking ano, wala akong dalang tubig. Sharing this to my groups for all of you to watch. This is kind of an advanced or intermediate or advanced session about Adobe Express. So if you also want to ask questions regarding how to use Adobe Express, we have a video, lots and lots of videos in our YouTube channel. I'm going to flash it on our screen later on. But before we start, let's try to check with our attendees. I'm just checking the chat box for our. Ayan. If you're watching this on our YouTube channel, we highly appreciate if you're watching this on our YouTube channel because it helps us to create more content in the future going forward. But if you're just watching this on yung on Facebook or what we call Meta, it's just okay. I'm going to read. Hi, ML. Ayan, nandito si ML. ML Scobido. Hello, good evening to you. Good evening, good evening. I hope you're going to watch this session for the whole duration. If you also are interested into being a guest speaker for Creative Nation Academy, feel free to do so. Contact me on my messenger on Facebook, on LinkedIn. We are also live, I think, on LinkedIn right now. I just want to share this one last time to our another group that I have. I hope you don't mind. I'm just sharing this to our Adobe Express page, insiders. Okay, before we officially start. It's a Saturday here in the Philippines. It's 6 p.m. So I think some of you would be like, if you're on Eastern or Pacific time, I think it's still midnight, like 3 a.m. So you can definitely check our recording for this. Okay. So I think I'm going to start the preliminaries for this before we go further. So this is a session for extending Adobe Express using add-ons. This is new to what we call the Adobe Express beta that it has been introduced. So we also have other sessions that we're going to host in the following days. I'm going to have another session called How to be an Adobe Creative Educator. This is going to happen on August 16. So August 16 po ito at 4 p.m. I hope okay 4 p.m. na time slot for this. Or if ever it won't happen, it won't be on 6. Ayan, nandito si Sir Ryan Espada Balanay. Good evening. Good evening sa'yo, sir. Good evening, good evening. Thank you for tuning in. Another thing is that if that's for anyone who wants to get certified as an Adobe Creative Educator, regardless if you're a educator, a teacher, if you are a student, you are all welcome on this. We have like level 1, level 2, and I hope we can get more of the Adobe education leaders here in the Philippines kasi gusto natin talaga mas marami tayong nandito. Ayan, nandito si Sir Aldo, not sure Alpara. Good evening. Good evening po. Ayan, pati si Ma'am Daisy. Hi, Ma'am Daisy. Good evening sa'yo. Good evening, good evening. Maraming salamat po. Meron tayong dalawang stream, yung sa kabila nasa YouTube, kaya baka magulat kayo hindi lumalabas yung pangalan niyo. But this one is on our LinkedIn, on my LinkedIn and also on my Facebook personal account. Okay? Good evening po sa inyo lahat. The next session would be this one is bringing creative tools into the classroom. This will be rescheduled into August 21, 4 p.m. together with our guest speaker si Ma'am Teresa F. Rabago, MIT. Yes, it's been a while, Ma'am Daisy. Oh, medyo I've been down and out lately. I have some personal things that I have to do. So ayan. Okay. So the next one is that we're going to have, if you want to learn generative AI using Photoshop, I'm going to have a free session of that on August 23, 4 p.m. for all of you who's been using the beta version and generative fill inside of Adobe Photoshop, and also other AI related topics for Photoshop. So we're going to do a lot of Adobe magic on that part. Okay, that will happen on August 23, 4 p.m. again on our YouTube channel together with our Facebook and our LinkedIn, on my LinkedIn account. Okay, and if you are registered already, we're going to have a beginner's guide to After Effects. So if you want to learn motion graphics, I will be the one who's going to facilitate the session with in partnership with the ICT Region 4A. It's the Department of Information and Communications Technology here in the Philippines. So that will be on the 25th of Friday, 25th of August, 25th of Friday, 25th of August, and it's a Friday for all of you. This will be on 9 to 12 p.m. or 8 to 11. It depends on the organizer itself. Hi, hello, hello. Ayan. And that's one of our series of topics that we're going to have. If you are on TikTok, I would highly encourage you to follow me on TikTok. I have a TikTok page. It's going like 4,300 plus of followers, and I want if you want to check our new content there, we have short form videos that we would take advantage of what we do here in the Creative Nation Academy. So kindly check it out, tiktok.com at Roland Banyes. And if you are interested, we have a subscription plan that we have announced just recently to support Creative Nation Academy. This is the All Access Pass, which is 899 pesos for 12 months of all access to our pre-recorded sessions. Some of our pre-recorded sessions would be the art and science of cropping. We have like foundations of graphic design. We have introduction to Adobe Express, like the in-depth introduction. You also have Apple Teacher Certification track for you, and lots of good stuff, lots of courses that is already published on our website. So kindly check it out. This is on creativenation.ph. This is also to support us going forward. It's just 899 for 12 months subscription. Okay. So the next one is, if you are an educator and you want to integrate what we call the Adobe Creative Educator program in your school, we highly encourage you to contact us para po we can conduct it to your organization. We do this for free for all of you on the virtual setting, but if it's on face to face, I think we're going to charge a little fee for that because we're going to the actual site. and to teach them in your venue. So if you're going to do this on virtual, we're not going to charge anything for it. Okay, so feel free, and you're welcome to reach out to me if you want to get Adobe Creative Educator certification on your organization. Okay, yeah. And if you are watching this on Facebook, kindly check our post about the new videos that we have on our YouTube channel. So kung kayo po ay nanonood sa aming Facebook account, sa amin sa LinkedIn, kindly check out our YouTube channel for more content that we have like 400 plus videos on our YouTube channel. Kindly check it out. Okay? Ayan. So, what am I going to do on this session? Again, my name is Roland Banyes. I'm the training director, co-founder of Creative Nation Academy. I've been doing a lot of this stuff for around on the average like 20 years of my life. I just turned 40 recently. So you get the number. In this session, I'm going to teach you about some new and also some of the advanced things that you can do inside of Adobe Express called add-ons. Okay? So if you are logged into the new Adobe Express page, or if you're not yet logged into the new Adobe Express page, I'm just going to copy and paste the new or the official website for you to get access to this beta version. So I'm just going to copy and paste this for all of you to use. Kindly go to that web page, and you would see that it's all of this is for free. You can access this for free. You don't need to pay anything, and you can check what's new inside of the Adobe Express beta. And the version of this new version, this new Express version, is like years ahead versus the public one, versus the recent public version of Adobe Express. So the beta version is so much advanced because it has generative AI, it has text to image, text effects, real time collaboration, and a lot of things like video editing. Mas madali na pong gawin dito sa loob ng new Adobe Express. Okay? I'm just going to switch my view to another one because para magkaroon tayo ng emphasis on what we're trying to do. Okay, I hope you're all ready for you to learn what we called add-ons inside of Adobe Express. Okay? So, I'm just going to open like anything. You can just open any template that you can use inside of Adobe Express. Let's just go to the first one, our new homepage. And I have some projects that I've been working on. For example, recently we just celebrated on this project we just celebrated the recent number of what we call Filipino Adobe Creative Educator level ones in our campaign. So medyo marami na tayo, nasa 10,443 na po yung ating uh, members o mga nakapasok na sa ACE level 1, and we want to continue that going forward. So if you have a design, any design will do. Just put or choose a template, any design will do, and we're going to dissect some new features that we want to include in our design. You can even start from scratch, but I highly encourage you to have anything on your screen. Or if you want, I can just start from scratch if you want. That will be better, I think. That would be better. Let's do and create a new one. If you go to the main page, just click on any suggested size. For in my example, I'm just going to click Instagram square post. Let's click on that. And we have what we call a blank page in Adobe Express. Okay. So just for refresher, I can easily add media right now. If you can add videos, you can add audio, you can add photos, and all of this is powered by Adobe Stock. You can easily add some photos here. For example, I want this flat lay design. I can easily click on that, and you can click this button that will really will get you up to speed. Let's click on set as page background. As you would see, I don't need to drag things, and this will automatically snap on my canvas. So after doing that, we have an initial page on which you can easily add some text. Let's click on text. You can easily add text or use some templates, design templates or text templates that we already have here. For example, that one, or for example, this one. Let's click on that. Automatically, you could just do a lot of imaging magic by just doing this. You can just double click here. You can resize. You can reposition this to your heart's content, and with just doing that, we have created our initial design. You can definitely do something like this, add some text, add some background, but we're going to focus on add-ons. So where does the add-ons reside, or where is it located? When you have a design, you have an open design, you can click on add-ons here on the left side, on the uh, bottommost. Am I correct? Tama ba ako doon? Nasa pinakababa. Let's click on add-ons. And right now, we have the following add-ons that you can take advantage or you can use right now. One of my favorites would be, let's try to uninstall something first. Let's try to uninstall this. I'm just going to click this. Let's click on remove for you to learn how can we install add-ons that is currently available. In my case, let's just pretend that I don't have any add-ons in my directory. Let's just remove some of them. Okay, so I'm just going to open, let's say I do not like this background that I got. I'm just going to delete this, and I have a suggested add-on that I would like to give to you. It's called Space Fill. So what does Space Fill do? Let's click on the Space Fill and let's click on the add button. This is created by Matscapes X.xyz. You can definitely check their content, the version number, publish date. It's just pretty recent, like May 26, 2023. You can check their website. You can report some issues. But in our case, let's click on add. Let's click on that, and automatically this will be added to our add-ons on your add-ons category. And upon clicking that, this will enable the right side of Adobe Express, which is somehow familiar to you when you're using the old version. You can easily create patterns such as this, as you would see here. For example, I want to create something like this. Or I can scale. Pwede kong palakihin yung generate patterns. For example, I can click 1x, and as you would see, I can created something like this as a pattern. I can click something. For example, I can add or generate another one, which is 2x. It's based from any magnification that you want to do. For example, I just want to add, let's say this one. Let's click on that. And automatically it would create something like this. Let's click on that. And again, let's use as the set as page background. Let's click on that. And we already generated like very interesting patterns using this add-on, which is Space Fill. Okay, this will really give you lots and lots of options where when you're designing your next Adobe Express post. So try to check it out. Space Fill. Try doing some of the modifications on the scale. It works better on 1x if I click on that, because if you want more detailed designs, you can easily go to 4x. Let's say, for example, I'm just going to add this one, and let's make this bigger. Let's click on, I'm just going to do the old method. Let's click on that. I can add also some blending mode here to make this like more something like that. And I can reposition the text effects, the text group here. So we have something like that. I can easily change the opacity to make this somehow a merge of generated patterns, such as that. You can easily do that. Or I can change the blending mode. For example, let's make this like multiply, something like that. Okay. So that is space fill. Okay. So take note of that. Our first add-on is space fill. Okay. I didn't put the comment already. Sorry. Okay, the next one would be one of my suggested add-ons would be this one. Let's say that um you want to put like illustrations, like vector illustrations on your existing design. You can easily click on this add-on, which is Undraw. Let's click on that. And by using this add-on, you can easily search for specific like illustrations. Let's say teacher. Let's for example, let's do a poster. Let's say someone like this. For example, new post. Let's click on reading, and you would see this is like high quality vector art that you can easily put on your designs. There are a lot of things that you can easily discover here. If you want this to be like white, you can easily add this. If you want to change this, I'm just going to change that. Let's delete the first one and reposition this to this type of design. For example, let's do that. Okay, so that is an Undraw. You can definitely see some of their offerings. Let's see this. There's a lot of uh, vector illustrations that you can use. Okay, that is Undraw. It's fairly simple. You can just check what type of color you want your illustrations to be based with. In my example, I just make it white so it would have like strong contrast. You can search for the library of Undraw to get your vector illustrations. Again, that is Undraw. Another thing, okay, got it? Kuha niyo po ba? This is Undraw. The next one is I want to share to you this one. This is another design element generating add-on, which is Wanna This. The name of the add-on is Wanna This. Okay, let's click on that. And Wanna This is an it's a great plugin for you to create lots and lots of interesting shapes and design elements. In my example, I can click on the squiggle or hand gestures if you want to put social media icons, if there's an occasion such as Halloween, if you want to have like a Valentine's Day, you can easily do that here. Okay, I'm just checking for our comments. I hope you're going to save some time by using these types of add-ons inside of Express. Okay. So, for example, if I want to implement something, let's say I want to add social media icons. Let's click on that. If I click on that, I can easily add. Right now, I'm streaming for LinkedIn. I can click on that and add also a Facebook icon, and you would see that I can easily resize this. I can easily rotate this. Let's say if I want to. Let's make sure of that. Let's make this LinkedIn. It's a little bit smaller. Say I want this to be. If I can, I could add like the YouTube logo here. Can make this small and put it here on down. It's kind of ironic because I'm just using the book here. Let's pretend that it's a tablet. Okay. So this is a great addition to your design elements, which is one of this. Okay. You can also search a particular element. Let's say again, we're on the education side. Let's add some like books. Let's try to check if there are books. Okay, there are books, but if you want, you can access the only free version, or you can ask one of this for other types of illustrations that is premium. In our example, let's add this. For example, let's just add this one. Let's click on that. It will ask you for an upgrade and offer you some subscription on this, but we're going to try to ask for only free ones. Let's add this design element here. By that, I can easily create something like this. And you can implement some of your design choices or settings by using the element. Let's click on screen. Let's add the opacity. You can easily do that here, or rotate this. Easily do that. Okay, that's how easy it is for you to use one of this. Okay, that's one thing. One of this. That's a great add-on. One of this. Okay. There are a lot of collections that you can easily use. You could use hand gestures. You can see there's a lot of things here. Okay, lots and lots of things that you can easily check on. Okay, so that's one of this. The next one that I will highly encourage you to use is that there is another one, which is, if you're inspired with the generating colors, you can use what we call color designer. Use a lot of I don't use this plugin that much. If I click on color designer, it's just a way for you to create like tints and shades of a specific color or a specific hue. You can easily add a generator for your gradients. You can easily do that. But I recently do not use color designer. But that's one thing that you can use inside of Adobe Express. Color designer, check it out. Okay, color designer, and then next one, I'm going to create another page for you so we could start from scratch, because this one is a very exciting one, a very promising add-on. Let's click on add, and let's create the same size of the page. Let's click on that. And this is a super add-on that I would highly put on my number one list, which is this one, Vision Board. Kindly install that in your Express experience and your what you're doing right now. Let's click on Vision Board. Why did I say that this is the number one add-on that I would love to encourage you to use? Because it offers you a lot of things. For example, if I click on layouts, you can easily choose a layout on which you can modify. But first, I know a lot of I know some of those who are doing this demonstration is that what you can do is that you need to you need to upload the images first. Let's click on upload images. Let's click on that. And in our example, let's just highlight some of our events for this month. I'm just going to put all of our thumbnails here. Let's click on open. And what you see is that all of those uploaded photos would be generated on the fly. And if I click on that, this will automatically be designed on our page. Okay. If I want, I can easily add another page here. Let's say another page here. Same size. Let's add this type of layout. Let's click on that. And as you would see, this one is for 16 by 9 aspect ratio. For example, this one. Let's try to do something like that. You can easily double click this. You can crop it if you want, but you can crop it, but this is actually a single element that you have to crop. Okay, so that is Vision Board. No, that's one thing about Vision Board. Let's close this. So I just demonstrated to you Vision Board, but that's just for the layout. Again, I said it's a multi-design tool. You can easily add patterns here. Let's click on patterns. You can easily create like patterns here. You can add like music patterns. You can add a bird pattern. You can have a combined pattern here. For example, I like this. Like if you love dogs, you can easily add that one. Birds. And just drag and drop it. like something like that. You can easily create a pattern by just doing this. Drag and drop, resize. You can easily do something like that. Okay, that is patterns inside of the vision board. You can easily create other variations of the color itself. Let's click on that. You can easily do that. Okay, so that's patterns. The next one is, if I go back here, you have options for clip image. Let's say click on that. Let's upload the image. For example, I'm just going to add the poster for our upcoming event, which is with the ICT Region 4A. I have something like that. You can add a background for it. You can add a distance to the bottom. You can add a gradient color for this. You can easily do that. Okay, let's let's drag and drop it here. I'm just going to undo this because it doesn't go as planned. I can easily like drag and drop it here. I'm just going to delete it first. Okay, I just created something like this, like a clipped image. By doing that, I can clear the distance from bottom. Easily do that. I can add more customization such as padding. I can add like a color, a fill. That easy. Okay, so that is clip images inside of vision board. Let's do another one, which is maps. If you want to add maps inside of your designs, you can easily do so. You don't need to go to Google Maps. You can use Vision Board together with its feature called Maps. Let's click on that. You can easily add something like this, a very interesting map, such as this. And you can just resize this to your heart's content. For example, this one. I just don't know how, if I could like customize the map itself. I haven't tried it for now, but I hope the developers of this plugin can have like a more intuitive approach on this. So if you want, you can easily do that. Let's just treat this as a design element on our end. Okay. So that is maps inside the vision board. Let's go back and access more of this. Let's go to brushes. You can easily create brushes on the side here. Let's make lots and lots of design elements. Let's click on that. You can easily reposition this. Let's say make it something like this and arrange the layers, something like that. But the thing is, doesn't render. Okay, uh, okay, that that works. Okay, so pretty simple. You can add like brushes. You can add a customization for the color. You can add, in my case, I'm just going to keep it at gradient. You can add more fill on this. Let's say I'm going to do like CNA colors and make this, the second color would be orange. I can easily do that here. Something like that. Okay. Okay. That's that easy. Make this, where is my purple one? Example, something like that. Okay. You can easily do that using that. You can also use some of the font. I don't know what's this sans serif. Okay, you can put the text here. Let's say maps show map. You can easily do that using these options. Ah, the font selection is affected by the text input. Let's go on serif, sans serif, or script. You can easily do that. I think this one is papyrus or papyrus. Okay, let's do sans serif, and as you would see, I can just drag and drop it here, create something like this on the fly by just doing the brushes inside of vision board. Let's go back, and you can also create grids. You can also create pills. You can also create Polaroids. You can add flowers, colors. If you want be to create some like artsy stuff, let's click on single color. You can add the color of the year, which is like magenta, jazzberry jam. You can easily do that. Easily something like this. If you're planning to do like a what you call this, if you're planning to do a collage type of thing, a I forgot the actual name. Yung ginagawa niyo pag high school. Ang tawag doon. Yan. Something like that. You can easily do that using this. Color. Again, you can add scrapbook. If you want to do scrapbook, digital scrapbooks, you can easily do that here. Let's click on flowers. You can add flowers if you want. These are the customizable. These are customizable if you want. You can easily like if you want to like make white versions of this, you can easily do so. I can just drag it, drop it here to like superimpose. I can create a negative space on this. You can easily do that. Okay, let's go back to flowers on our vision board. We have Polaroids. If you want to add like photos here, say I want to use this type of. I'm just going to upload it first. Let's go that way. That route. I'm just going to put my photo here. Let's click on that. Let's say some of my travels. Let's click on that. I can easily put this Polaroid here and rotate this. Just imagine I'm just putting some like um I'm just putting some elements for my digital scrapbook. Let's say for example I'm traveling to do a road show for Adobe. If ever if ever doesn't happen. Okay, let's click on that. Let's go to Polaroids. It won't happen. Let's go here. You can add like sticker badges here. You can add these types of things. Okay. You can add text to this. Let's say fly. So here, let's put something like this. Let's delete this one. You can easily change the gradient if you want. Okay. That it isn't it fun? Like okay, let's put another like there are lots and lots of design elements that you can use here. For example, whether you can add this to your heart's content. So vision board is really like a great add-on that you can easily use. Kindly comment if you are seeing some of the potential of using vision board to your next Adobe Express designs. Okay? If you're watching this on replay, kindly do so. Okay, I'm just checking our chat box for all of you. Someone messaged me. That's why. Okay, so let's move on to the next one, which is what's our next one, Roland? Okay, we're going to explore another add-on that I really love. For example, I want to add logos of a specific brand that I'm working with. Let's click on this recommended add-on, which is BrandPitch. Let's click on that. And you would see upon clicking BrandPitch, I already have lots and lots of research history that I can easily use. For example, I'm just going to clear this for the sake of demonstration. Let's say I'm doing a talk with the Department of Information and Communications Technology here in the Philippines. I'm just going to type in DICT um, Philippines. Let's try to search for this. No, not dictionary.com. Department of Information and if I can spell right and communications. I think their logo is not here. Let's say for example, I just want to add our logo. Let's say creativenation.ph. If I just type it here, see that using this add-on, I can easily add the logo of Creative Nation Academy in my designs. I just drag and drop it here. claim this brand because this is my brand. Okay. It will give you, it will give you like a confirmation if you really are the one who owns the brand. In my case, you can easily do so. But yeah, okay. I just drag it, but let's just add this to. So you get the idea. You can easily add brands, but be careful when you're using other logos of other brands because if it's not you, it's not authorized. Okay, that is BrandPitch, one of the great add-ons here. Another great add-on that I would like to suggest to all of you is that you can use what we call auto icon. If you want to add icons for your designs, you can easily do so. Let's say I want to add an icon for search, and there are a lot of icons that is available currently right now that you can utilize, like 1,000 of them, 1,578. If you want to search for, let's say, a search icon, a search icon for search icon, that's pretty meta, right? Let's click on that. Let's click on this icon, or you can use the free icons here. If I'm just going to click on search here, because I'm using the trial version, that's why probably it's not working that well, or my internet connection is not that optimized right now. It's like 6:43 in the evening here. A lot of people have been home and have been in their homes right now and using the internet. Okay, so you get the idea. You can easily create like search. You can easily create icons by just using this. Okay, the next one is if you want full freedom or more freedom in what you do with your specific masking, you can easily use what we call the Clipping Mask Pro add-on. Let's click on that. And you can create or generate lots of interesting clippings. For example, this one is an activity that we let's check on this. I'm just going to do this one. Where is my photo? Let's say, for example, this one. I love using Captivate. If I want, I could just click on this and I can easily like create a design element. That's this great using the Adobe Captivate splash screen. You can easily do something like that. And let's make this like screen effect, or I could do a multiply effect. So something like that. Okay. If you check on blob maker, you can easily create blobs for your clipping mask. You can easily do so. I'm not going to walk you through all of this. You can just easily create shuffle of this for a specific blob that you want to create. That's why it's called blob maker, to make organic shapes or unique shapes. If you want, you can use again the clipping mask. There are a lot of options for this. If you want, there are some items here that is locked because you need to have a subscription to this add-on, which is Clipping Mask Pro. Okay, so let's go back to our design. Again, this is Clipping Mask Pro. So if you're wondering what will happen after I did a lot of these add-ons, we already did something like Clipping Mask Pro, BrandPitch, Auto Icons, Color Designer, Vision Board. Free stock search is just the same as doing media and then typing it here. You can easily do that. If you don't want to use the add-ons, I would highly encourage you to use the media portion here, the media feature, rather than the add-ons, because if you're going to use the free stock search, this will also require you to use your email address. But if you're comfortable with that, you can easily do so. Okay. But in my case, I'm going to use the Adobe stock feature on the media. And did I skip anything? Space fill, done. This one, media grab. If you want, you can easily grab media on any website. But I won't like advocate for this. Let's say if we go to our website, because this is a website of ours, you can go to creativenation.ph and check our subscription. This one will grab the available images that you can use inside of the website you want to specify. In my case, let's say I want to add our thumbnail for all access logo. Let's click on that. This is a copyrighted. I have like license to use this. For example, this one I can easily do that and grab some of the available photos for the specific website that you want. Rather than going to use another tab, you can easily do this using Media Grab inside of Adobe Express on the fly. But not all the images is available for you to do the Media Grab. That's one thing. Okay, so that's Media Grab. The next one is this is pretty self-explanatory. If you want to integrate Dropbox in your design, you can easily do so. Let's click on Dropbox, and you just have to sign into your account. If you're on OneDrive, you need to have your Microsoft account here. You can just click on sign in. I'm not going to do that because it's pretty self-explanatory. You just have to access your external drives using this one. Loading Bay is a great. It's a good. It's a good add-on, but I do not consider this as a great add-on because you just have you're just going to have like a series of, it's like a conveyor belt of all your images. I'm just going to give you a demonstration of this. Let's click on select images. Let's go to my downloads folder, our YouTube thumbnails. Let's add them here. Let's go to open. I'm just going to add a new page here on the plus button. Let's click on same page. And what I did is that I put all of my images on which I can just like click here, click there. For example, I want to click here, click on this one, and all of those photos would be loading on my Express page. That's why it's called Loading Bay. But if you want, you can easily export this to your heart's content. If I click on export, I can export this to a specific format. Let's say I want this to be like, oh, a PSD. Oh no, it's just flat PSD. If you want to export this as a WebP, you can easily do so. You can. Oh, I haven't tried this, but there are a lot of things that you can like. I got it. I got it. All of those images that you've loaded, you can easily export this to other formats such as JPEG, PNG, PSD flat, TIFF, WebP, even MP4. I wonder what's the output for MP4. It's just a still image. It's just a still image with lots of uh, dead air. Okay, you can easily do that. Current page or the whole document, you can easily do that. Let's say I want to export this as a whole document. Let's export this as a PNG or a JPEG file. You can easily do that. Download, and you would see that this will. I hope this would automatically download whole document. Let's click on. Let's check on that. Okay. So right now it has been downloaded as a zip file. Probably all of this images has been. I'm just going to double click here, download files. Okay, so all of my pages has been saved as a PNG file. That's another way for you to save time. Okay, so that is loading bay. One of the utilities that you can use is to import, such as a conveyor belt or a loading bay, and export this using this. Okay, I'm just going to head on to the two more of our existing add-ons that is available right now. If you're into NFT, you can easily add this add-on, which is Bueno NFT. This will enable you to transform your design into NFTs. You can easily add that. I'm just going to play with this right now. Let's check the possibilities. Let's click on that. Okay, you just need to add, or you just need to sign in using an account to Bueno, but it's pretty self-explanatory. Okay, so what I'm trying to do right now is I'm going to jump into my, let's say, this page. I'm just going to double click this. So I'm just going to jump into another Bueno. You can just click on the arrow keys here. For example, let's go here on the first page. And let's try to evaluate our design by using what we call attention insight. Attention insight is one of the good or great add-ons that you can take advantage of because it will give you something like this. Let's click on Attention Insight. And this add-on will enable you using artificial intelligence or AI to help you understand what attracts attention on any design that you are doing right now. For example, in this design, I can specify this with the following range. I can make this like, I can specify if it's a banner, a post, a thumbnail, an ad. If you want this to be analyzed as a flyer, poster, brochure, or this is a video frame that you have on your current video authoring or editing as of the moment. It has three options because each design type is analyzed with a dedicated AI model. So you have to make sure that what you are specifying is the intended output purpose for this. So I'm just going to click on banners, posts, and thumbnails, and I'm going to click test design. So it will take you 40 seconds for the AI to evaluate your specific design. So do not judge my design skills right now because I'm doing this on a live setting. Okay. So as you would see here, we have the following options. Blue is the less attention, as you would see here. The attention fades when you got into here. The more attention would be on the red side of things because as you would see here, there is what we call the heat map. Heat map would be also generated here because the Facebook icon is really such an iconic design element that we put in this layout. So two options. You can generate a new test page such as a heat map. In my case, I'm just going to add this as a layer if I want. I can easily do that. I can reposition this. I just hope that we have, excuse me. I just hope that we have a hide layer option on Express. So, for example, you can easily do that. You can easily download the actual heat map itself. Let's click on download. And as you would see here, if I'm going to double click that, this is the actual heat map that is generated using the AI tool of Attention Insight. Another one would be if I want, I could easily create a focus map, which is also a similar thing, but it excludes uh, revealing the actual information that is behind your design. So this is good if you're if you're trying to be secretive with your designs. This you can do focus map on this, so I can easily like download this. Excuse me. Excuse me. Yeah, let's click on focus map, and as you would see, we have two versions of this: the focus map and also the heat map. If you want this to be very transparent, you can easily use a heat map. If you want this to be focused only on and not revealing much, you can easily use the focus map. Okay, so this is a great tool, Attention Insight. I would highly encourage you to check on this. You can leave additional feedback for this, and this is free to use until December 15 of 2023. So if you have designs inside of Adobe Express, this is a way for you to evaluate your designs. Okay. So that is again Attention Insight. Is anyone enjoying this session? I hope you're enjoying this session. Thank you, Sir Hardo de la Peña. Tama ba yung pag-pronounce ko? Ma'am Teresa Rabago, our upcoming speaker. Thank you for being here in this session. For those who are watching right now, thank you again to Sir Ryan, Ma'am Daisy. Thank you. Okay, so the last one that I'm trying to give you more information is this one. I love this. I love this add-on. I hope I could have more time for this to be advocating. And this is color blindness. So if you have people that you're trying to target to your design, and you know some of them would be have like color blindness, you can easily simulate what they see in your design. For example, I'm just going to click on color blindness simulator, and you would see there is what we call the before and after type of mechanism. So you can easily simulate for your color blindness. For example, there are a lot of color blindness classifications. In my case, it says click on that. I just hope that this is just like a a drop down on which you don't have to go back and forth. It this one, this color blindness is partially makes green look like red. Let's click on that. Protanopia would be complete green red color blindness. As you would see, this is actually protanopia, this one. So if you want to evaluate your design, as you would see, the red YouTube logo will not be good to see if you are colorblind. But as you would see here, you can easily switch to another one, which is this one, and you would see this is the effect that it's having if you have that certain color blindness. But if you have like full color blindness, you can easily check on the achromatops topsia, if I said that correct. Okay, full color blindness, you would see that there is no color left here. And if you want, you can make this. Let's click on Open in External Previewer, so you can take advantage of all of this by using this. For example, this one, this one, this one, this one. Okay, I think it's much more better to do this type of implementation, which is the full preview, because you can appreciate all of your designs on the fly and in its full glory. Okay, and check on this, so you can definitely see what you're trying to target with. Okay, let's click on close window, and that is all of the available add-ons that you can take advantage inside of Adobe Express as of the moment. Um, I hope we can see like more add-ons going in the future. I just recently attended a session with Adobe for like I forgot the actual name, but it's focusing on add-ons, extensibility, and there's a lot of things that's going to to be used, or there's a lot of things that's in the pipeline for add-ons. So add-ons is really a game changer for all of us who's using Adobe Express, because on the previous version of Adobe Express, it's not available. Okay, so that is add-ons. I just want to add this new feature inside a new update for Adobe Express, which is right now. I could just give you some demonstration of this. If I go and add like a a video based from this design, you can. This is a game changer again. This is a game changer. You go to media. It's called video background remove. You can now remove video backgrounds in Adobe Express. This is purely magical. Let's go to video right here, and let's search for something like dancing, for example. Let's just play with this, okay? For example, I can easily put something like this here on my composition. Let's add on that. Easily do so by doing that. And what I can do is that I can make this bigger, and I now have the option to remove the background. As you would see, remove video background, keeping the subject. Let's click on that, and let's just wait for a while. So this is really this is a feature that I have been requesting for so long, and it's now available in Adobe Express. You can easily like create green screen effects with using Adobe using artificial intelligence for you to crop out your video, even if you're speaking right now. So you can knock out your backgrounds. Okay, checking to our shout outs, our comments. I hope you're feeling well, all of you. It's going to be a weekend. It's 7 o'clock already. As you would see, this is our design. Let's go back and do this on fit selection. And let's preview this video. As you would see, right now, you can remove the video by just using Adobe Express. You can easily do so. And after that, you can add like filters to this. Let's click on this. I can easily like add effects on this. If you want, I can make this like very colorful. For this example, something like that. And also, the video is still not there. Okay, so that's one of the new things that has been implemented in Adobe Express, and lots of more. I have like a checklist of all of those those new updates that is being released uh, in Adobe Express. Okay, easily do that inside of it. Okay, I'm just going to wrap up all of this. Again, my name is Roland Banyes. I'm just going to check with all of you some of our upcoming events. I'm just going to go way back here. Kindly check our in-depth session together with learning the new Adobe Express with Julius Atienza Ala. It happened yesterday. It's available on our YouTube channel. Kindly check it out. This has been a session for extending Adobe Express using add-ons. Check out our new session for how to be an Adobe Creative Educator on August 16, 4 p.m. Uh, on August 21, bringing creative tools in the new class in the classroom. 4 p.m. on August 21, leveraging generative AI with using Photoshop Magic on August 23, 4 p.m. on our YouTube channel. All of this is on our YouTube channel except for the ones with Adobe After Effects, which is hosted by DICT, or the Department of Information and Communication Technology. This will be happening on the 25th of August. It's a Friday. It's a 3 hour. No, it's not a 3 day. It's a 3 hour session for all of you to learn the basics of using Adobe After Effects. It's the first time that I'm going to do a session with them for After Effects. So this is a beginner's guide. Okay, again, check out our website. If you go to creativenation.ph and check for our all access pass to support us for our upcoming webinars that we're going to do, kindly do so. This will really help us a lot. Thank you for being here. If you're interested to deliver the Adobe Creative Educator Education Roadshow to your organizations, to your school, kindly contact me on this. I'm going to help you to get your students, your faculty to get certified as an Adobe Creative Educator. Again, kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel. This will help us a lot, especially if you're liking our videos. Again, this is Roland Banyes, the training director, co-founder of Creative Nation Academy, and I bid you goodbye for this week. Keep safe, God bless, and I'll see you on the next video.